is Curtin, the founder of the Wall Street Coach and the group called Capitalism with Soul. Today I want to talk to you about my 5 practices. I talk about my 5 practices to become more conscious or more awake, and I talk about them in my book, Transforming Wall Street, which is right here. The reason I want to talk about these 5 practices is because they are fundamental regardless of whether you're in the finance industry or you're in business or you're an entrepreneur or you're a stay-at-home mom or dad. The heart of what these 5 practices do is assist you to live a life more awake, more aware, more conscious. So we're going to talk about practice 1 today. Practice 1 is self-responsibility. Self-responsibility is something I learned profoundly over 11 years ago. I did a course called Landmark Forum. It was known previously as a course called EST in the 70s, and it was crafted and founded by a gentleman named Werner Erhard. And Werner has an incredible definition of what self-responsibility means to him. And I'd like to read that to you because I don't know anything that describes it more accurately than what he said. And it's a short description, so stay with me here. Responsibility begins with the willingness to take the stand that one is the cause in the matter of one's life. It's a declaration, not an assertion. That is, it is a context from which one chooses to live. Responsibility is not burden, fault, praise, blame, credit, shame, or guilt. In responsibility, there's no evaluation of good or bad, right or wrong. There's simply what is so, and the stand you choose to take on what's so. The reason I read that to you is because I feel what's so clear in his definition of that is how there isn't this sense of blame. And I think part of the reason why our culture and our society and ourselves individually struggle so much with taking responsibility for what shows up in our life is because we've been taught to basically blame ourselves instead of just own the responsibility for whatever shows up. I think it sounds perhaps like they're so close together, but it's a razor's edge between the difference. When you begin to take self-responsibility for your life and for everything that shows up in it, you stand in a much more empowered place. And for me, my own journey completely turned when I absorbed what that meant for myself. I previously was coming from a place of feeling like a victim of my life, a victim of certain people in my life, certain family members in my life. I did not feel powerful. I did not feel the ability to change my life. And when I woke up to the fact that when you own responsibility for everything, you have then this incredible, unstoppable might and power to transform your life. Thanks to Werner Erhard's philosophy and education through that landmark education course, I was able to really define my life in a whole new way. So that is practice 1. The next time we're going to talk about practice 2 through 5. I won't even get into them now, but all I can say to you is that these 5 practices, they are sacred wisdom practices. These are practices that have been called many different things by many different people, and I kept seeing a repetition of them in all either the philosophies I studied, the world religions that I practiced myself, and through all the teachers and shamans and spiritual leaders that I embraced and did work with. So I hope you enjoy these 5 practices. I'm looking forward to doing this video series around them, and I hope to see you again. All right, be well, and thank you for tuning in. Bye now.